My name is Coach Steve, the Affordable Life Coach. Everyone should give life coaching a try, just even a few sessions. It has immense benefits, even if we think we don't need it. My email is in the description, consultation free, and ridiculously affordable sessions afterwards. Wow, the election just finished a week ago today, and there's a lot of unhappy people. And I have clients on both sides of the political aisle. I have clients that don't even follow politics, and they're probably the ones that are every election cycle the most at peace. And we have to ask ourselves, what causes us to have a strong, visceral, emotional reaction with things that are outside of our control? Because aren't we just giving our power away when we put ourselves in the place of victim? And if that's what you want to do, so be it. This video is not for you. But what I do when coaching clients is teach them how to be less reactive or non-reactive to what does or doesn't happen externally in our world. And there's a lot of, even prior to the election, there's a lot of chaotic, stressful, worrisome things that are going on in the world. And it can be overwhelming because, especially when we're watching social media, politics, news, online news, reading about it, it's in our feed. What some people don't realize is it preys on our fears. We don't get fed positive things, wonderful things, things about communities and people helping each other, supporting each other, even people from different cultures, from different ethnic groups coming together, bonding, and developing deep, meaningful relationships. Sadly, everything has been so polarizing, and that's by design. And I want to encourage you, don't take the bait. And some people are just not going to be able to take this advice. Fair enough. At least listen with an open heart and open mind, and maybe we're just planting a seed. But some of my clients in the prior election and this election had a visceral emotional reaction. This election, a lot more so. And I encourage everyone, when you feel so angry, upset, a loss of control, and you have someone or something to blame it on, whether it's a boss, whether it's a coworker, whether it's something in dealing with the government, whether it's the election, whether you didn't get something that you wanted, whether it's somebody saying something mean to you or judging you or criticizing you. We need to pull it together. We need to suck it up, and we need to stop blaming them for our reaction, because you're just giving your power away to them. People externally that you don't like now have control and are renting space in your brain, and it's not pleasant, and there's not a benefit for it. Now, I understand part of I've watched some of the TikTok videos after the election, and I think some of the over the top emotional reactions is there's pain, there's frustration. People had expectations that were disappointed, but also it's a way for people to bond and have allegiance to a particular side. If the people at the top can divide us and get us to see each other as the enemy or antagonistically, they will be able to manipulate us much more easily. And I'm not just talking about politics. I'm talking about there's family dynamics, there's work dynamics, and it really causes us to suffer. You see it in many people's reaction to the election results. And when I, with my clients, what I that feel let down or extremely disappointed, it's like it's not about the election results. The election results are a reflection of something deeper going on inside with you. And I know there's people probably watching this video that, oh no, that's not true. It's the end of democracy and freedom is over and women's rights and then the whole list of everybody that feels they're going to become a victim. But that's what they want to do. They want to turn us into victims. Because when you turn people into victim, you give your power away, you become powerless. If you want to empower yourself, you look at when you are frustrated, sad, disappointed, and go within. And that's what I do in coaching is like, let's go within and get to the roots of why you feel this way and having this reaction. It's internal, not external. And people that live empowered, peaceful, more serene and enjoyable lives develop a strong spiritual core and learn how to be non reactive, less complaining, less negative. When you see someone who's complaining, who's negative, who's angry, who's critical, if one side or the other doesn't agree with them, it's a reflection of who they are inside. And if they don't do that deep inner work, they are going to live the rest of their lives on a yo yo. When things go well, a yo yo like a string or a puppet on a string. When things go well, happy. When things don't go their way, sad, negative, complaining. When there's no traffic, happy. When there's traffic, angry, frustrated. And it's so interesting to see people's reaction when there is adversity because you see their true character. That's when you see the real self. We're really good at wearing masks, human beings, but it's hard to wear a mask when your emotions hijack your brain, when you're not getting what you wanted your way, and there is adversity or challenges. You see a person's true character. That's why I always recommend don't get serious with someone that you're dating until you've seen them over a long period of time handle challenging situations or doing some adventure traveling where you're really cold or you're traveling around in a third world country and things don't run on time and there's not the luxuries that you're accustomed to. But man, we just need to take a chill pill and look within and use adversity, use when things don't go your way. Instead of whining and crying and complaining and being so angry, hey, channel that into something productive. If you want to help the less fortunate or the people that you feel are being discriminated, go volunteer. Do some tutoring for inner city youth. Do some mentoring. Be a big brother, be a big sister. Um, Help the environment in your local community. There are so many things that you can take this energy and not waste it on dwelling on things outside of your control and instead focus on putting that effort and energy into making change. And change, the most impactful change is within your sphere of influence. One of my clients, she says she's very passionate about saving the environment, and she will clean up trash in her neighborhood and just goes around and picks up trash. There are a lot of things, walk a dog that's in a shelter, that's confined in a cage all day. Venting and raging and being angry on the internet is not going to make a difference in people's lives. And we've been so consumed with ourselves. When you watch a lot of these videos, they're talking about me and I and my particular narrow niche community is going to suffer. And what good does that get you? Go out and do something to help the community, your community, or help other communities. And it gets your focus off what does or doesn't happen, and you can channel it into really making a difference in other people's lives. Go out and talk to a homeless person, bring them food, bring them a warm blanket. It's winter. There's so many beautiful things that you can do that will help you get over this emotional tailspin that you might feel yourself in. And if you're not, because most people are not, they just they're not overly reactive about what the election results. Apply this to your personal life. I do a lot of coaching for couples, and one of the things that I see is marriages that and relationships that are healthy are more selfless. There's more empathy. There's more a team. There's more of a united front that they have, and that we've got each other's backs. And I want to see you happy. One of the things my wife said to me, she says, "It makes me happy. It makes me so happy." And she wasn't even in a good mood at the time when she said this to me. She said, "It makes me so happy to see you happy." I was doing something that was really fun and I enjoyed. And it's just talk to our partners and talk about the things that make us uncomfortable. If there's a family member that didn't vote the way you wanted them to vote, instead of cutting them off, talk to them. Try to understand why they feel the way they do. Try to connect with them and accept that we live in a country that people can have differences of opinions. It doesn't mean we have to isolate or ostracize them. I have clients that have estranged relationships with family members because of this. I know people that have estranged relationships with family members because of an election, because you don't agree with another person's political view. What happened for tolerance? And I know in your mind, you can justify it. No, 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 this is different because he's a this, that, and the other, or she's this, that, and the other, and it's wrong. Fine, but it doesn't mean that we have to let them divide us. There's so many more beautiful things in the world beyond politics that can unite us, even if we have a different opinion. So, really take a self reflection in the mirror and ask yourself, what needs are missing? What pain is creating this type of reaction? And how you can heal yourself. Because when you work on healing yourself, and that's why coaching is a wonderful experience, because we do focus on healing and accepting and loving and empathizing. And isn't that what we all want in ourselves and with other people? But how are we going to get it in return if we can't give it? Because we are judging people by the, from one side, they say, oh, it's the color of their skin or their sexual preference, and the other side saying it's because of their political affiliation. Ah, it's all so tiresome and unnecessary. So take a deep breath, do some introspection, self reflection, and figure out how to channel your emotions in a healthy, constructive way that empowers you. And if you're interested in getting a different perspective on yourself, on your life, reach out to me. The email's in the description. And it's ridiculously, it really is. I really do my best to make coaching affordable for everyone. And the consultation is just you could see if there's rapport there and if you think it's something that will benefit you. If you like to see more of these types of videos, please like, subscribe, share the video, and I read all your comments. If you want to take an extra 60 seconds, it's greatly appreciated to leave a comment. And thanks for watching. And this too shall pass.